First play of a game. We just have a guard and a split end. We have a four lineman setup. Great way to do it. You can pause it. Opener. We just have a guard. We have guard, center, guard, tackle, tackle, H-back, and then trips. We only have 2 guys on the right side of the ball, but there are 6 defenders to that side. It's an opener, first play of a football game. There's no adjustment. Good things happen when teams don't adjust. You can see it can be a very, very, very tough thing for people to deal with. Another example. Opening play. Here it is. We call this hide the. We like to have fun. Kids saw it somewhere. I was like, you want to do it? Do it. It's the first play of a football game. Rewind it. You can see it again. So we just sprint out of a stack, line up, hand it to the small kid, and there he goes. His senior year, first play of senior night, we give it to him. They did it for that kid. We scored. Now it's time for extra point field goal. Okay, extra point field goal, 2-point plays. Some things to keep in mind. Alignment. How you align, how they align. Are they going to try to block it or not? We always like to, if we're going to run a trick from an extra point, we'll always usually do it on the second touchdown. We got to see how they align the first time. Now we know if we're a go or not. If there's something that we didn't plan for, we need to make an adjustment. Know your kicker. If you have a great kicker, let him kick. But if your kicker's not that good, or you have some, you're worried a little bit, not a bad year to go ahead and put some things in. Running fakes on pressure kicks. What I mean by a pressure kick is it's the game's tied and you need to kick this field goal to win a game. It's a 33-yard field goal and you're not really sure your kid can make this thing. Run a fake. Everybody's going to sell out and you're going to score a touchdown. Pressure kicks are the best time to go ahead and run fakes on pressure kicks. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? If you're not 100% sure you can, your kid's going to make this thing, run a fake. Some games will go nothing but twos. We'll only go for 2 points. So if it's a grudge game, if it's a mental thing that, hey, you know what? We don't like these guys at all, and we want to blow these guys out, and we want to send a message, we're only going for 2. Watch your kids get jacked up when they find, oh my gosh, the kicker's not really that thrilled, but you know what? The kids take the mentality that, oh my gosh, coach really wants to blow these guys out. That's great. When you line up and go for 2 every play, it sends a message. Shifts, Oregon, what we call Oregon, shifting out of your extra point field goal can cause a lot of trouble. It causes a lot of chaos, especially if you haven't shown it. Teams have no idea what to do. So here are some examples. We call this LSU. We got it from the LSU Tigers. There's the snap, flip it over his shoulder, he throws it, 2 points. Now, if you pause it, you'll see here his knee is on the ground. This was back in maybe 2007. The referee, we didn't tell him and he didn't call it. But today, everybody knows we pretty much do things like this. His knees can't be on the ground. So we usually have him crouch like a catcher if we're going to do it. And usually we'll have him crouch like a catcher every once in a while and take snaps that way, just so teams don't know if we're going to do it or not. But it's an easy way. Teams that want to that do not pay attention to your wings or to your tight ends are so dejected that they gave up a touchdown. A lot of times guys will stand around, or guys are just going to go with bad intentions of trying to block. They don't cover things. So if you get a team that has those characteristics, you can hit things like this. So once again, he's just going to flip it over his shoulder and throw it to the wing for 2 points. Here's a shift. Guys that want to be real aggressive will shift out. And the center thought he could throw it over there. He'll throw it over. He doesn't get it to him, but it's an example of shifting out of something with the intention of trying to get an advantage. This is a 2-point play. The Philly special, but this is in like 2000. We run the Philly special. We called it Marcus Tie Your Shoe. We fumble it. We don't score, but it's the Philly special. If you take a look at it one more time, we called it Marcus Tie Your Shoe. This is the first game of the year, and they had a really good defensive end. So our quarterback walks up there and says, Marcus, he points at him, tie your shoe. We snap the ball on shoe, and you can see we had guys open, but we just didn't execute it. It was fun. The kids wanted to do it. They were dying to do it. When we scored, we were going to, talk trash, if you will, to Marcus, and we were going to try to get an easy 2.